Five, four, three, two, one, and we're live.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Friendzone podcast. It's your host here, the host, the one and only Connor. You got Kyle, the editor, and let's just talk about Cody over there. But anyway, so let's start this podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Dude, it has been a while.
Fat minute.
I blame Cody.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just blame it on me.
He was being his grandpa. He was watching the weather.
Yep.
It's snowing outside. I can't do a podcast today.
3 weeks in advance, we're gonna be seeing some snow.
Yeah, because I'm the one that's the hard one to get off, to do a podcast who usually doesn't respond or says they have homework going on.
I don't have homework.
Yeah, neither do I. Who are you talking about here?
Kyle, but for let's just go back to the past here. Who's the one that said, I have like 10 assignments due tonight by midnight?
Because that was
8
near
o'clock at night.
finals, number one. It was near finals, buddy.
No, you did that before.
Sorry, I'm getting an education. I mean, that's just me.
I got a good paying job, so.
Besides the point, we're in a new year. We completed finally 2020. We had a best of 2020 video go up. And I mean, there's a lot more than that. That was just from skimming through and from what I remember, kind of what I picked and plucked from. I think it turned out all right.
Turned out good. I got some laughs in there. I got a good few laughs in there. Some funny moments.
I tried to get some highlights from, like, obviously our vlogs, like when we went and saw Brad, when we shaved Mr. Clean over here.
Yeah.
And then obviously I just picked some going up. Obviously Turbo, had to get Turbo in there.
Dude,
Pick
there's
some
just
funny parts from him.
so much footage to go through.
Oh God.
There's hours upon hours right here.
I think I only spent 4.5 hours going through footage, which I could have done a lot longer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe in the future, if we ever have an editor or something, that'll be their job.
Wait, Connor, don't we have an editor?
Yeah.
I mean, like someone besides someone.
I'm not gonna pay somebody. I'm sorry. That's all the funds that go to that go to me. So
I never said that we would have to pay somebody. Maybe someone will just.
Yeah, Connor pockets
it's
all
20,
the money.
20, and then 60. I mean,
No. I
God.
No.
yeah.
I was thinking more
Connor.
40, 40, 20. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah,
make
that
something
does work
first
out.
before
40,
that
40, and then Cody gets 20.
We gotta make something.
Oh
before
no,
we
I
go
wasn't
out
saying Cody gets 20. That's Brad. Cody gets like 0.0000001.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Woo.
He gets
Dude, we
all
gotta
of the
make
revenue.
something.
He gets all the revenue we made off of merch. Zero. Oh, seriously, guys, we do have merch down in the description below.
Yeah, you'd make Kyle's day if you bought some.
Why my
'Cause Kyle's.
I'm sure if I told Steve, he would buy some.
Why my day? It's
I don't know.
I split the
Because you're
money.
the one that. You put all the hard time and effort into making it.
Dude, the first merch drop, honestly, I put in not that much time. I took our logo, slapped on a bunch of shit.
I took our net earnings divided by 5.
I think Connor's t-shirt was the most that I had spent time on with the Weed Whack Champ, and that literally didn't take me very long either.
Weed whack champ.
Yeah, I got that into the video though. The
Okay.
ancient elf.
Alrighty. So 2021 is here. I've also 2020 again. We need to get that shit out of there. But usually everybody, I've seen like most people for content creation wise have some goals. for the start of the new year that they want to try and do progress through the entire year
I
this year?
have our goal.
Yes. What would
Our
you
main
guys
goal is to get Cody out of the podcast by March.
by March,
Kinda
by the
just
1 year anniversary?
wean his way out of there.
Yeah. You're gonna buy me out?
We'll just secretly plan a couple. We'll just start doing them. Oh, Cody, we forgot to tell. Ooh, ouch! Big yikings!
Yeah, that would be. Yeah,
What's
that'd be
that?
funny. So yeah, replacements. This is a perfect time for you to put your applications in the Discord, also in the description down below.
Mhm. Yep. I'm getting kicked out. Funnier, yeah. Yep. Because I'm not that funny, right?
None of us
I'm just
are.
Yeah,
here
you're
in my
grandpa.
corner. Yep, I'm in the corner collecting dust.
I mean, like a grandpa, the only thing that's funny is whenever you shit yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, gotta go to the bathroom again.
Oh shit, I didn't
Gotta go
make
put
it.
on a depend.
No, but that's all jokes aside. Yeah, I'd say we have goals. I would say individually and for the podcast.
Mm-hmm. So, should we have the host to go first with what his would be?
For the podcast or individually?
So you can do whatever. We can do podcasts and then do individual goals.
All right.
Goals? Who talks about goals of the new year? No one follows those.
No, we didn't say resolutions. Because if you call it that.
But isn't a resolution a goal?
Yeah, but
Yes.
Unlike a resolution, a goal you still work forward to.
A resolution is something you're trying to resolute what you did.
Yeah, it's not like 90% of
But
I would say that. Most people.
But a resolution's a goal.
They're gonna try and lose weight, and they go.
I'm gonna try it. My New Year's resolution is lose some weight. That's a goal. Your goal is to lose weight. It's a goal.
Kind of. So instead of making this hard,
my New Year's resolution is to quit smoking. That's a goal. Your goal is to quit smoking. That'll never happen though.
All right. Either way, you have goals that are like, we're not talking about fake goals. We're talking about real goals. Like for the podcast, we'll go for the podcast. I'll go first since this seems to be fucking difficult. I think
for Connor, yeah.
By the end of this year, for the podcast at least,
200 subscribers.
Oh, honestly, now we reached 100 subs in less than half of a year.
And that was with us inconsistently uploading.
Exactly. I think honestly we could hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, if we post consistently. That I also want to develop merch, like actual merch, something that's not just the logo, or maybe it's a logo with some other stuff. Actually develop some high quality merch that would be worth buying.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it isn't now, but something that adds a little bit more pizzazz than just the logo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with you on that statement. I believe we can get in the range from 1,000 to 2,000 subs if we stick to our, if anything, one podcast a week like we were doing at one point. It's not gonna be like what it was before, where we could just podcast every other day. Like we had that going for what, a little while, and it was great.
The only reason why is because we
two were at school at home, and I was barely working.
Like and everything was closed down, like quite literally everything. So like you couldn't go do anything. It was locked down. So like we had nothing else to do. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so I'd say with that, and I don't know, for guest wise, I'd like to get some, I'd say decently popular guest on this year. So like how we had Turbo on, that was one of the cool things I think about 2020 was getting Turbo on the podcast. So I'd say I'd like to get somebody like Turbo. I'd like to get Turbo on again. That'd be another
Oh,
one of my
I'm
goals to
sure
do.
he would come on too, especially.
Hmm.
I mean, he's kind of
Steve
switched.
wants to. And I think Steve's video still has one of the highest views.
Steve's video did very well. Um,
People like Steve. He has stories, so.
so yeah, we're definitely gonna have some repeats, but we also want to have some new people on.
Yes, exactly.
We
Because
have.
that's one thing. I'll let you go,
You can
Kyle.
go. You can go.
That's because that's one thing that we sort of declined towards the end of the year was that it was just us, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I like getting a guest on to get a different voice in here and a different opinion on a certain subject because like us, it's basically we all share similar ideas on how we view things for the most part, whether it's politics or like
Maybe
Star
you
Wars.
two. Me.
Whatever.
Okay,
But-
Connor, whatever floats your boat, but you know what I meant. Like, it'd
Well,
be nice to get.
I have a different opinion on Call of Duty. I have a different opinion on zombies. I
No,
have a different opinion on
not like
Star Wars.
not on
Nah,
some
nah,
of
nah,
that
nah.
stuff.
It's a different opinion.
I'm talking about like we all come from the same place. We grew up relatively in the same area. Like obviously it was pretty cool, and I'm gonna reference Turbo's podcast a lot because it's different coming from small town out in the country for the most part, and then he's like always been in the inner city in Brooklyn. A lot of different, just a lot of different cultural differences. But I mean, like you said earlier, we have been doing a lot by ourselves, and I think that's been good because going back to Turbo's podcast, he said to us, I remember it quite vividly actually, is he said you need to do something by yourself to establish who you are, like what did he say, what the feel is or what the dynamic is between all of us and how we actually go about a podcast. And from the first day we actually did a podcast to now, everything has like we don't have set like topics and everything. We just go into the podcast and then we just start
Topics, Kyle.
topics, exactly.
Topics.
But topics, and now we flow from idea to idea. We still have stuff in the back of our mind just in case it goes cold, but you know we've actually been able to hold a pretty cohesive conversation
out of nothing.
It's sometimes out of nothing. There were times where we were doing them 2 or 3 times a week, and you almost had to because like it only been 2 days since we had done our last thing. So I think that doing a lot by ourselves helped, and now that we know our dynamic, having those people on is gonna help a ton.
Yeah. Like at this point, guys, if you're watching it and you have somebody who you would like us to get on the podcast, be sure to comment down below because
Might just
we
happen.
will work hard to try and get them on. We'll do our part. We just got to see if they'll respond to the DM.
Exactly.
Let's get Nancy Pelosi on the podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd have her on. She'd never come on, but say it just off chance. We put
Where are
our,
the
like,
votes, Pelosi?
we put
The
our like,
votes.
profile pictures as like Biden and you know like a bunch of that stuff, and then she's like, oh yes, a bunch of youngsters, let's go, and then like come on, and then we all just like pull out a bunch of like flags and hats, and we're like, what's up, motherfucker?
Oh, should I do it?
My
Kyle?
computer won't turn
Should I
on.
do it? No.
No, because I'm kind of, my head's kind of covering and it's behind G Fuel, but
Okay. No, should I do it?
no.
No? Okay.
No.
All right,
No.
I'll do it then. All right. So, Connor, what is your channel goals?
Yeah, your personal channel's goals, dude.
I don't have a
Connor
personal channel, man. I'm
Cooks.
sorry.
What is the podcast channel's personal goal for? Or what's the goal that you believe?
What do
that we
you
can-
want to see at the end of the year?
Yeah.
With the channel.
Growth. Definitely would like some growth, and I'd like to average 100 views per video, and the view time to be upwards of 30 minutes of
And
people
that-
watching them.
That is something that I can comment on is in the past, we even early on we did get a lot of views, but I mean, obviously YouTube pushes out those first video or two. They always do. But like we had like 200 views, but the view, like the average view duration wasn't there. It was literally less than like 2 minutes. It just wasn't that good. But recently, and because I do check recent analytics, and although our episodes have declined in viewership, the people who are watching, they're watching for a long time. Our average has gone up from like 4 or 5 minutes upwards to like 10 to 15, almost 20 minutes on some videos. So it is going up for sure, which is good. That means that we're actually developing a base of people that are watching, which is good. That's good.
Which is what we want, yeah.
Exactly. Because our metrics, green arrows, although we haven't been as consistent, we're still getting green arrows on hours watched and views.
Well, we might get green arrows on hours watched and views, but we're not getting green arrows on sub gains.
No, the subs will come.
Stands still right now. Yeah, it'll come in time.
They'll come in time. The most sub growth we had, sub growth almost goes with consistency, because when you sub to a channel, you want to watch them. You're gonna come back and watch them consistently. And whenever we were posting consistently, our sub growth was consistent. And then we stopped kinda, and then our subs like stopped as well.
Screeching halt.
So consistency. If we maintain a consistency, then we will definitely have.
I think we can definitely hit our goals. We are consistent with the content or the podcast and the vlogs and stuff that we've done in the past. If we stick with the content that we were making at a consistent level, I have no doubt in my mind we can hit 1,000 to 2,000 subs in no time at all. It's just us consistently coming out with a podcast a week or a vlog here and there just to spice things up is I think what we need to do in order to, I'd say, achieve that goal.
Yeah, I don't
think consistency.
I don't think we have a lack of content. I don't even think the content's bad. It's just the consistency. If we post consistently, we have plenty of content. I think it's good. Our vlogs popped off, both of them. One more than the other one, but it's good to have that change of pace too, because when you're only just sitting and doing a podcast, it's a little bit different. And like, I actually had a lot of fun doing the Brad's vlog and the other vlog. Like, it was just a change of pace. It was a different type of video. And I feel that we can do a lot more of that, especially since the vaccine is gonna be in circulation, hopefully soon, that we'll be able to do things like more vlogs and stuff like that.
Going out in public and not having to be fully locked up.
Exactly. But
anything else for the channel that you got for 2021, Connor?
I mean, there's not
really.
Yeah, there's not much,
I didn't know
because we had already kind of pointed at some of them.
Yeah,
I just pointed at everything. I guarantee all of our goals.
Yeah.
We should probably get on a more fun topic, by the way.
Yeah, we will. We were just.
Good thing to talk.
It was the first thing.
Let's talk about something exciting, something cool, something. I can't think of a word that rhymes with cool. So.
What do you got in mind, Connor?
Well, there's a new game coming out with starring Vin Diesel. That's going to be
oh, God.
top notch and fire.
I thought you were going to talk about the LucasArts and
we'll get to
Ubisoft.
And Ubisoft and Bethesda and LucasArts with Indiana Jones. With that game.
That pretty fire. But I'm talking about a different game. It's not the Star Wars game. It's a game of dinosaurs. Ark freaking 2, finally. I was hoping for so long it'd come out, and finally they made it. Finally. Thank the Lord.
I've never seen Connor this excited during a podcast.
It's because Arc 2, man. Arc 2. I spent a whole, almost probably a third of a year on that game. Just only that game. What are you saying, Kyle?
I said reading is.
What'd you say?
I said reading is cool.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Yeah.
Come on, Kyle. You said you'd come and play that game.
I did say I'd come and play it. I don't know.
I don't think Kyle's banking on it happening.
No, I want it to. That's the thing. You don't. It's like I want it to be better. I want to be able to play.
The number one thing we know coming from this game is that starting off, I'm 100% sure that there's going to be no undermapping. I think that's going to be their number one focus.
Hopefully.
Dude,
hopefully with one game screwing up with that, they'll figure that out.
I really hope so, because that was...
Well, they already fixed it. They know how to prevent it now. They know how to prevent people from going under the map.
4, 5 years almost.
Oh, it definitely took them way too long. But like our buddy, he even said all they need to do is put a death barrier. And it took them that long before they're like, you know what we need to do? We need to put a death barrier. And that's what they did. They fucking put a death barrier. They could have easily done that from day one, but they're like,
nah. You also gotta remember that company bought them out. And that might have been the reason why. Because I forget, who was the Chinese company that bought out Ark, like, around the time Ragnarok came out?
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I didn't keep up necessarily.
I don't know, but
on that. Excuse me.
So I hear it. A lot of people are saying it's not going to be.
Sorry, you cut out.
I think they're saying it's going to be a lot easier to build up. I think it's going to take less time. I think source gain, the XP rates, and the door hatching, because it's done on official now. And lately is Gigas are down from they were at 14 days, they're now down to like 10 days. Mm-hmm. So it's much easier to raise animals. It's not taking whole life.
All right, Connor, and I hate to cut you off here, but can you leave and rejoin real quick, because you're cutting out a decent amount.
Fine.
He cut out when he said that.
Cut out, yeah.
No.
I'll try server mute and then. Did that help? I don't really want. Did that help?
I don't know if server muting does anything.
No,
we'll see. If anything,
if it gets worse,
I'll just move it to a different channel.
Is it better?
Well, I mean, it's not bad at some points. It's just like you'll be talking, and then you'll cut out.
Oh, that's just my internet.
Oh, my internet's not made fun of for once. Holy shit.
Yeah, Connor got the poo-poo internet. I'm just kidding.
I'll just do this.
No, but speaking of internet, I'll have God tier internet here soon. I'll go back to the God tier internet at school.
You don't have a limit.
Yeah, well, I don't have a limit. So I think actually.
Yeah, I think it's funny how Connor, if we go through like every podcast episode and look for a part where Connor talks about Ark,
there's only going to be a couple.
10 episodes, I swear.
No.
You would be surprised at how much you bring up Ark in.
Well, I gotta keep the fans up with the news, you know? The Ark fans that watch the podcast for the Ark talk from Connor. It's like my little segment, you know? My little segment.
Exactly. That's
the Ark segment. Your guys' is the Call of Duty, mine's the Ark.
Mm-hmm.
We try not to make really any segments on any topics. For a while we were talking about COD a lot because it was coming out. Yeah, I guarantee you right before Ark 2 comes out, we'll be talking about it a lot. I guarantee you. Once we know more. Mm-hmm. Right now, all I can say is I got my hopes up for it. I really hope it does does well.
Yeah.
Because I
don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see how it is, because like I had my hopes up for COD, and it just didn't hit me this year.
I would say zombies is the only thing that hit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one map. Like, at least with the other games, you had multiple maps to play. Then I wouldn't have gotten sick. They delayed the zombie release to like the second map release until February 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if it would have came out in season 1, it would have been pog. If one would have came out every season, been fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I haven't touched it. Like I got on it like a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I played. I was just like, I don't know. I might just wait until the new map comes out to play again, because it doesn't hit. Like, Connor, for once you actually heard me saying I am not enjoying playing a Call of Duty. Are you happy to hear that?
What's funny is I've been enjoying playing it. I've played it a little bit lately.
No, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I just, because when I do play it and I am playing it, I do enjoy it. I just don't have the drive to play it. Like, it's not that it's not fun. It's just that, like, there's other games that are more fun to me right now, which is weird. Usually when the new COD comes out, I'm all over COD.
I drop everything for it.
And yeah, every other game I'll drop and just play the COD to shit. Now, I mean, we did play COD a shit ton early on.
Like a month straight.
Yeah, for the first month we played it like a ton. And then after that, it was like a honeymoon phase. And I really wanted to love it. I just can't love it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because it's not a bad game. It's just it's not as good as what it could be.
Yeah.
If okay,
I can't multiplayer.
Way better than Modern Warfare. That's all I gotta say.
Multiplayer, I would say Modern Warfare's multiplayer is better.
Yeah.
No.
Which is weird. It's something that I didn't think I'd say, because I don't know.
I would rather take Cold War multiplayer over. Way less camping. The maps are so much better. Treyarch knows they're way more how to make maps than fucking just.
I don't necessarily know if the maps is why I don't like it.
It's not the map.
Infinite Warfare was better than Modern Warfare. I think Modern Warfare is the worst Call of Duty of all time. The only thing that good came out of that was Warzone.
I will
say Warzone. I heard the campaign was
killing the game.
It's just it pains me to say, but I do like the multiplayer on Modern Warfare more than I do Cold War. But
you haven't played the Cold War as much as you did in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, but if based off the first month of Modern Warfare and the first month of that multiplayer, I still would take
Modern Warfare. It's because he's bad at it. It's because he's bad at it.
No. I've always...
Don't you say that, Cody? It's just because he's bad at Cold War.
No, I don't. I think almost Cody can agree with me.
I'm with Kyle on this one. I'm with Kyle on this one.
It's weird because I thought... Because a lot of things have been good with Cold War. I would say Zombies, really damn good. Campaign, really good. There's just the lack of content with those two. That's or not with Campaign, but there's the lack of content with Zombies. All we have is the one map. Zombies is actually really fun, and I really enjoyed playing it. It's just that I can't just play the same map over and over and over again. I have to have a little bit.
And the thing with PS4 is it's completely PS4 and PS5 is completely different, because they got way more content wise. Like, you can go to Nuketown. Like, they have like those.
Yeah.
You take the multiplayer map and you add zombies to it. It's like, I just hate it how they give all that to, it's PlayStation exclusive, and yet Xbox is just in the shitter. Because I can't play the same map over and over and over again.
It's almost as if Sony, like, they have to do that because they don't make as much money as Microsoft does. Microsoft makes so much more money than Sony does. So it's almost as if like, in order to recruit people to come over to like play the PlayStation, they make a deal with Activision and come out with shit earlier. It's kind of annoying. It really is. But yeah, that's all I can really say about Call of Duty right now is just
skill-based matchmaking is what really pissed me off with multiplayer.
I guess
I
that's
don't
part
like
of it.
being it's
That
not
was Modern Warfare, but they definitely have done some fixes to it.
Cold
it's just
War
I hated
is
how I was being what's the word? Disciplined in a sense
for
for
doing
me
good.
doing good. I would do amazing. Like I would go 30 and 6 one game. Next lineup, I'm versing a full optics roster on the enemy team.
Because it wasn't as bad as in Modern Warfare as it is now.
Yeah.
Skill-based
They've
matchmaking
definitely done
is
some differences. They've
yeah, but
definitely
it
done some
hasn't.
changes to it.
It's not better than Modern Warfare.
See,
Like it's still.
with me, my view on the situation was there should be no need for skill-based matchmaking COD. That's where league play is a thing.
Oh, I 100% agree. I
League
think it's
play
absolutely
is for the sweats and the competitive people to go at it, and multiplayer in general was just for the casual playing. Now I gotta verse these sweaty kids who want to get their clips to post on Twitter, YouTube in my game, and want to get the high kill gameplays. It's like I just want to casually play, but I can't do that now.
You can't casually play. Yeah,
because I don't like losing. I hate losing, and before I could casually play and I'd still win. But now I gotta sweat my absolute dick off just to get a win.
It sucked because starting off the game I was like, damn, it's like, man, I'm pretty good, and then later I realized it's not that. It was just I was playing bot lobbies, and then I would go 20-4, and then the next game I'd go like 12-18 because they're like, oh, this guy's really good. Put him up in these guys. It's like, Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's taken the fun out of just casually playing multiplayer and grinding. It's like I don't want to grind now. There's no desire for me to grind when I just get disciplined for grinding. Especially camos. It's dumb.
For people out there who think that like we're just complaining about the game, no. I think all of us here have 10 years of COD experience under our belts. We've been playing COD for over 10 years.
Yes.
I've spent over half my life playing COD.
That's crazy to say.
It is. It's crazy. It is really crazy to say, but yeah, I've been playing COD. First COD I played was COD 2. That came out, jeez, wow.
The first game I played was Call of Duty 2, Big Red one. Which is...
And it's like, we've gone through COD from it going from you get into whatever lobby you get in, you're going to have that one guy that always does better than everybody, to where it just comes down to the RNG base of who you get on your team, to where now it's you get an optic squad on that side, you get 2 people on your team that are okay going maybe even, and the rest of the guys are going negative. That's how I see it with me whenever I play.
Yeah, whenever I play a couple games to do really well, and then I go up to like the better lobby, my teammates are dog ass. They go like 6-20, and they're just terrible. It's like, I'm already getting disciplined enough by having to play these sweats. Why do I have to have a shit team as well?
I saw Censor. He posted a video said something about it. He's like, let's look at the enemy teams, KD. He's like 1.0, 1.5, 2, da 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 da. And it goes like, it was Censor. He had a 2.0 KD. He had one guy with a 1.0, and the rest were negative. He was like, how is this fair? It's not. You guys have skill-based matchmaking into play, and yet I get the trash guys on my team still.
Yeah.
No, it's just skill-based matchmaking shouldn't be a thing in the game.
And
I'm sorry.
I hope that after making as much of a ruckus as the community has about it, I really hope that they make a change for the next one. Because I don't know how much. Like, I'm just gonna lose my love for multiplayer. It's because it's just not fun at that point. It just
I don't think
really
Kata is a
isn't.
full-on competitive game. I think it was
No,
just a chill game to get on with your friends and have some fun.
because in past there was ways where you can play casually and then you can
That
play
all changed
competitive.
in Black Ops 4 when they made the 5-man teams instead of the 6. They wanted their game more competitive. And then every other Call of Duty were like, let's make our game more competitive.
No, it came with
No,
skill-based
it
matchmaking.
came with when skill based matchmaking was
It was in Black
introduced.
Ops 4.
I know, but their main goal in Black Ops 4 was to make their game more competitive, which
No,
is something I do not
they
like.
wanted
was
no. They were pulling. They were just in that game. They wanted to pull shit from a bunch of different games that were doing really well at the time. Obviously, with Black Ops
That's what
4,
Activision wanted.
they wanted to make the most money. Battle Royale, they're like, oh, Rainbow Six Siege is doing good
Microtransactions
too. Microtransactions,
made it even more of a thing.
and the battle
Because they were
pass.
seeing the competitive games were doing good, then they decided to make their game more competitive
It's
by
not that the game.
decreasing the team.
It's not that the games that they took from were competitive. It's that they're doing well and they make a lot of money, so they just want to.
I know, and they know,
as
and the
much
games
as
they're
possible.
doing well are more competitive
Because
games like Rainbow Six Siege.
but BO4 wasn't competitive. Can you name me
I
any
know, I know
competitive?
it wasn't competitive. It ended up flopping, but I read articles about the game before it came out. They wanted to make their game a more competitive style. That's why they went to the 5-man team, because the less people on your team, the more competitive you have to be. And then they noticed that everybody hated that, so they went up to 6-man and then started the skill-based matchmaking.
The skill based matchmaking makes sense if you are
In league play
in
or
a
something.
competitive scene.
In league play, yeah.
That's what
But
doesn't make sense.
the Call of Duty has.
It just doesn't make sense casually. There's really not a lot of other games that do that. There's either like that competitive league play. Okay, like take for example CS:GO or Valorant or Rainbow Six or Rocket League. They all have their casual, and then they're ranked. It's separate. There's no skill-based matchmaking. It's literally separate. So if you just want to come on and play a chill game, you play a chill game. And then whenever you want to kick it up, we do it all the time in Valorant. If we just want to fuck around, we just go to unrated or Spike Rush. And then when we want to put our nose to the grindstone, we queue up in competitive and we take it seriously.
That's how COD should be. COD should be you have multiplayer, no skill-based matchmaking. You just play for shits and giggles, grind camos, do what you gotta do. You want to get a little competitive in it? There's league play.
They're just trying to. Oh my gosh! They're just trying to. What's it called? Like they appeal to the shitty players, the shitty player base. They're trying to appeal the not so good people, and it doesn't even help them. It really doesn't.
You'll just get people who just reverse boost.
Yeah.
They'll go into
they're
a game,
still going to be playing against.
Go 0-50, just so they can have the next game of absolute bots, so they can get those clips and do that for their YouTube videos.
Yeah,
I hate how people are doing that.
Yeah, it's forced content creators to do that. They'll sit there and throw Molotovs at the ground off stream and just do that. And then whenever they stream, they're like, "Oh, look, let's play." It's so annoying, and there's no I don't know, because I don't think the game itself is, or the multiplayer itself is bad, but I think I don't like it because of all of the things. Like, it's not just one thing in particular. It's kind of like a couple things here and there that are adding up. I think the weapons, they it's always happened, but like whenever a new gun releases or whatever, it is so unbelievably broken all the time.
The growl when it first came out.
And it started really in Modern Warfare, because that's 2019. What's that? BF? Okay, yeah. No. It really started with that. Some might even say World War II with some guns, but I still don't think that they were as good as the AUG was in Modern War, in Cold War, or the M16 or like some of these guns that off launch are just so good. The fucking MP5, you know how quickly that fucking gun got nerfed?
Yeah.
It's just so, I don't know. They need to fix something. I'll still play it. I'm losing my love for it slowly. Zombies and campaign are fine though. I haven't had really complaints with those.
It almost makes me just want to go back to an older COD and just play that.
Honestly,
I'd rather do that sometimes than I'd rather go back to World War II.
I miss World War II. I was literally just about to say that. Literally, like, I was thinking, I'm like, man, World War II, like, leaving the game, I was like, that really wasn't a great game. But I mean, looking back on it, I'm like, honestly, and they had fun. Okay, so obviously there's your regular game modes, but they had game modes that were not the normal game modes that were actually fun. War was so fun.
Oh my gosh.
I loved War. Honestly, I'm starting to appreciate World War II more now. And shit.
That in the lobby system, like they had the community area.
Yes.
Where they have little Easter eggs. You go to the shooting range. You could 1v1. They had all kinds of stuff like that, and you could look at the leaderboards for the lobby.
Games. You know how many custom games we did in World War II?
Oh, we did a shit ton. I'm really starting to appreciate that. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Conor. And they had the best supply drop system, in my opinion. A new gun comes out, you could go in there, you could do challenges to earn it.
Yeah, you could actually earn the gun itself. You could do the contracts. And in previous games and in now games, it's just chance. It's just you have to buy it and it's chance. It's not even guaranteed.
Yeah, for next gen, I still think, or sorry, for not next gen now, it's for the last gen, I guess is now what we're going to start calling it since the PS5 and new Xbox came out. For last gen, I believe that as of right now, the best COD to come out on last gen is World War II, still in my opinion.
Purely based on what, multiplayer?
All around for me.
I would say BO3, COD wise. But second is World War II.
Yeah.
I would only say BO3 because I loved both multiplayer and zombies. But World War II multiplayer was better than BO3's, I think. Now that I look back on it, I'd have to.
The campaign
was good. I mean, obviously, I did it with you there. That
one stream.
But that was the only thing about World War II was just the launch with the bugs.
That's another thing we should do. COD tier list.
We could definitely do a COD tier list.
That's something we might do for another episode.
I think we did that already.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we definitely did that. There was a whole thing where we ranked CODs.
That might have been in like the first or second episode with Caden, maybe. We don't have a dedicated.
We did, and there was one where it was over the mic where I know we talked about Call of Duty for a long time. It was like the whole episode, and we ranked them.
Thoughts?
Because I remember.
Yeah, it might have been Caden.
Because I remember I did when mine was like the top. We talked about it, and my favorite was World War II. I don't think it was like the main thing of our podcast. It was just like we got to talk about COD, and then we started ranking them.
We might have.
It was definitely in an episode.
We might have ranked, but we haven't done a tier list. And with a tier list, it wouldn't be like everyone has their own tier list. It would be we're all together, like next to each other, and then we have the tier list on screen, and we'll average it. So like if two people say, if one's like S, and the other one says C, and then the other one says S, it would be like the
A or B.
A tier. So
just do numbers, not S.
That's what a tier list is.
That's what tier list is.
It's not. It wouldn't be a tier list. It wouldn't be a ranking.
Yeah.
That's just retarded.
Okay, Connor.
We'll do a tier list.
I would just say rate the game 1 out of 10, add the numbers together, average them out, and then make a list of what game ends up being on top. Like fucking Rhett and Link doing all their
because
videos.
then there could be a lot of games at like 8, 8, 8, 8. You want when you do the tier list, it shows them in conjunction with each other, because then you're doing it because you can do it based off of, you're not just ranking it 1 through 10. You're basing
a bunch could be like C, 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 C,
campaign,
C, C, C. You can
multiplayer.
have 8 in C category.
We're gonna do the tier list.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 vote.
Yeah,
So
veto.
doesn't count though.
Okay,
mine
then
counts.
we'll save that. We'll save the tier list for a rainy day when Connor can't make it.
There we go. So next episode.
No, but yes. Oh.
Oh, Cody, you made it just like at the last part of the video.
Let's
Man.
go to settings here real quick.
No, okay.
Oh,
okay,
now
okay.
he's gonna fucking drop me down. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Well. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a tier list sometime.
I got there's a
that.
bunch of I think tier lists
We could do a tier list for
Harry Potter.
Shit, yeah. Harry Potter. We could do
You do CODs.
We could do COD. We could do that. We could do what's also
Topping everybody in Smite, ranking the gods, and Ben Shapiro. All his tier list. I think that's where Kyle got the goddamn idea.
No.
You got it from fucking Ben Shapiro.
What, tier list?
Guaranteed.
Tier list? Everyone does
guarantee
tier
you,
lists.
Dude, tier lists are a big
Shapiro
thing, right?
literally has done like 3 tier lists.
Dude, tier lists is just
I know, you probably saw the last one. You probably saw the president one, and Kyle was like,
No, I
Let's do
literally
tier lists.
watched like 3 people do tier lists. I was literally watching XQC today do tier lists. I watched the president's Ben Shapiro one.
Over what? On what? That's to me, that just sounds stupid. I'd rather do it with numbers. That sounds way smarter and way
Then
better.
it's not a tier list. You're talking about a ranking. You're ranking them. Because if you want to show them in conjunction
Isn't
with
a
each
tier-
other, they can be on the same level. With a ranking, no one can be on the same level. One is above the other or below. With a tier list, you could put them on the same level of plane. That's why a tier list is good, because you can compare them to each other, and it's not just one over the other. And they're already preset. You can just go to tier maker, and COD is already one of them.
Category, yeah.
Yeah, you could do it for a lot of shit. We could do it for that. We could do it for. Honestly, you remember that one video that we made, Cody? The
zombies one.
Zombies one that
yeah.
the audio was fucked.
Yeah, somehow did.
We'll have to do a zombie map tier list.
Will Connor be gone for that one too?
I don't know. He'll probably just say they're all dog shit unless it's like the basic easy ones.
Probably, yeah. Ones that you just go and get a gun, pack punch it, sit in a corner, and you're good.
Yeah, the Giant's probably his favorite.
It probably is, honestly.
Oh,
Giant is not my favorite map.
It is a good map.
It is, yeah.
It's a good map, but
I'm under Reese.
Stop. No, DeReese singing.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Not even. It's terrible.
That's funny.
The Advanced Warfare map zombies are the best. So.
What, Outbreak or what? There's what? Outbreak. I don't even know the names.
I don't either.
Advanced Warfare Zombies, Exo Zombies. I think I played like the beginning map, and that was it.
I played a decent amount of it, like, but I don't like it. I played it a decent amount, but I didn't enjoy it that much. If I have no recollection of what map is what.
Yeah.
Like Treyarch, I can name off probably every single map.
Yeah, we could do Treyarch ones. I could too.
Yeah.
I could name off every single Treyarch Zombies map. Yeah, that wouldn't even be a problem.
Should. I'd say, yeah, we got some stuff planned for upcoming podcasts, I'd say, so that'd be a good start there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll have to talk about Mandalorian as well. I don't think we talked about...
No, we haven't, since the last episode, we haven't done it, we haven't done a podcast.
So, next podcast, we could do a collaboration of things. We could talk about Mandalorian, we could talk about new shows or stuff coming in the future, movies, because I don't know if we've talked about any of the future movies for Star Wars.
I don't think so.
Or Marvel, for that matter. We've got a lot planned out for you guys.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. And I think that's where we're going to leave this one off.
Connor?
You got any last words here?
I guess I can take it away. Caught me a little off guard right here. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. This was a really good video. We're back. Hopefully, we can hit some of the goals that we established in the beginning of the video. Everything you want to know, our merch and everything will be in the description. Kyle, if you want to say your goodbyes, anything you want to say before we go?
No, I just got to say thank you guys so much for watching.
All right, let's thank you. That was the SC Podcast. See you next time.
See you guys.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
How about Cody?
Yeah. We'll see you in the next episode, guys. Peace out.
See you guys.